Am I the asshole for moving my son into a rental apartment after his dad canceled his job applications? I don't even know what this means, but I guess the story will explain. My son, Aiden, 23, moved back in with us upon graduating college as my husband wanted. My husband's original plan was to have Aiden live with us for free, but stay at home and help with his disabled younger brother. Aiden started complaining about needing money and wanting to find a job. My husband was against this and even offered to double his allowance, but Aiden was growing tired of staying at home. It is not your child's responsibility to take care of another one of your children. I'm sorry, it's not. Who would want that on their child? Like, that's a hard life, being the parent of a disabled child. You'd be like, Mike, how would you know? Because I'm the parent of a disabled child. Would I want another one of my kids taking care of him? No, that's difficult. It's difficult for adults to do it. Why would you want your son to do it? So he began looking for jobs here and there for over a year, but none of his job applications came through. He just applied and they never get back to him. We were confused by this till recently I found out that my husband was behind all the job applications being canceled. He'd wait till Aiden applies, then he proceeds to cancel the application by impersonating him and using his email. What? Dad's getting into kind of the fraudulent territory of impersonating people. That's weird. And also, this is solely because he wants his son to stay at home and take care of another one of his children. Crazy. Also, if you enjoy these Reddit stories, you can check out our podcast, Two Daddies Judging Baddies, where we read Reddit stories and then judge people. I blew up at him for this, but his justification is that he's trying to make sure that our younger son is cared for by Aiden and says that Aiden has been a big help and him getting a job will affect the care for his brother. I went ahead and rented an apartment for Aiden and told him to stay there till he finds a job and starts paying for it himself. Aiden was hurt upon knowing what his dad did. My husband was livid when he found out. He called me unhinged and said that I was separating the boys and teaching Aiden to become selfish and care more about his job than family. Unhinged? You're unhinged, Dad. I'm sorry, you're unhinged. Who is just like, no, I'm going to cancel all my son obviously does not want to live at home with his parents. He wants to be an adult, do his own adult things, live his own life. And you're just like, no, you will stay here and you will care for your brother. It is your fault he is disabled. I don't know if the dad really thinks that, but he's crazy and unhinged, so I'm just going to assume that he does. He also said it was a huge decision for me to rent an apartment without even running it by him. I am going to say, though, it does seem like this family does have a lot of money. I wonder how much the allowance was. He's been giving me hell about it and is calling me a terrible mother for encouraging Aiden to be selfish and self-centered. He said I need to see and understand why he did what he did. No, Dad, you need to go to therapy to understand and see what you are doing, because you are just putting a hamper on your son's life. You're not being the father that you are supposed to be. As a father, you want your children to grow up, be responsible adults, to do the best they can. You don't want them to care for a child that they are not responsible for bringing into this world. That is not what you want to do. There are some edits. One, my husband says that since he and I have health issues, then we could use Aiden's help. It's also not a child's responsibility to take care of the parents. Look, I get it. If you had great parents and then they're old and dying, sure. Care after them, love after them, whatever. That's fine. It is not your job to do that, especially if they've been shit parents, which it sounds like this dad has. When I suggested outside help, my husband refused, saying he won't ask anything from anybody except his child, and that his son is his problem and nobody else's. That's it. Yes, it's your son is your problem and nobody else's. That includes your other son. You dumbass. I used money from our joint account to pay for the rental apartment. My husband said it was wrong and that it was a major waste of money since we deal with medical bills constantly. It's not. Obviously, your wife, this person, the author, cares about her child and wants her child to be able to live as an adult, do adult things, and not be a parent to a child that he had he's not the reason that this child is here. If you didn't want to take care of a disabled child, then don't have kids. That's the easiest way. You could have just had Aiden and that'd have been it. But no, he was like, I want another child. The child was disabled. That's on you. And it is your responsibility to take care of that child. Just because you're getting old does not mean that, you can fraudulently identify as your son to cancel his job applications, which is a crazy, crazy thing to do. And then demand that your child take care of your other child. As for the wife, I hope you divorce this absolutely crazy man, or try to get him the help he needs. I don't know which one. What I can say is you're definitely not the asshole for getting him the apartment. The dad is definitely the asshole for demanding all of this responsibility for his son and not wanting to see him grow and prosper as an adult. It's fucking weird. Like I said, either leave him or get him help, because that's a strange thing to do, to identify as a child and then cancel his job applications.